Y'all aren't going to believe this. Oh my gosh. Oh, hello, my spooky friends. Say hello to Scully. I don't want to touch anything, anyone. This has been an insane night. Like I was trying to record this video quick so I could edit it tomorrow and have it out for you on time. Something happened with the video the very first time, so I sat down to record it again. And the second time I recorded it, like my computer was going nuts. My pages would just disappear and I couldn't switch between tabs. And when I looked at it, there was no sound. The third time, it just kept scrolling on a page. I had no control. And so I had to sit there and play with it till I could finally get my screen to stop rolling and stop doing stuff. And I continued with that video. And then I realized it wasn't recording. I don't even know. I don't know. You get what you get on this one. It's insane. And it's almost 10 o'clock at night. And I'm going to work in the morning. So we're going to jump on in. I hope you enjoyed this video. So sorry if you are new to this channel. I'm not usually this insane, but hey, it could happen. Again, I'm not going to lie. I'm Silky. This is Spooky Southern Tea. Sachi is my kitty right here that might pop her head up. She's laying here. Scully. Let's dive into true ghost stories told by you, my subscribers. And I love these. They're my favorite ones. Let's check it out. Teapot Dave, I have introduced you a bunch of times tonight, only you didn't know it. But here we go again. Oh my God, I hope this one takes. I love your name, Teapot Dave. And now my focus is out. What the heck? It's insanity tonight. I was a nurse for 35 years and have had several completely sane and rational patients. No, don't shake the whole thing. Call me and say something like, "Can you get all these people out of my room?" Then an hour or so later, the patient has died. Once I was changing the soil bedding of an elderly lady in a side room, and when she was rolled towards me, she was having a great conversation with someone behind me. Plain white wall. I checked. And she seemed really excited and happy to see them. Okay, stop with your scratching. Hello. Okay. Just not gonna stop, are you? What is it? Okay. She seemed really excited and happy. I would be excited and happy if I could get through this video. God. Oh, hello. I haven't seen you for absolutely ages. How are your parents? I think she was Southern. I mean, you got to be, right? That sounds like a Southern thing. You get the sort of thing. I really felt like I was the intruder in a private conversation and that I was interrupting something just by being there. Anyway, 90 minutes later, she'd gone. I don't agree with the whole all ghosts are evil demons brigade. I believe that if you have been a good person, then your departed loved ones will come back for you to help you and guide you on when to the higher plane when it is your time. I agree, Dave. I don't think that every spirit is an evil demon. And I also believe that your family can come and usher you out. So I don't know. Is it friends too? Whatever. Obviously, somebody she hadn't seen in a long time. And I think, although some people say they haven't had paranormal experiences, in the medical field, if you see someone having a conversation with someone who isn't there, I feel like that is a paranormal situation, even if you don't see it. And so you are not the big experiencer of that. I think sometimes healthcare workers push that off onto, oh, well, they are on pain medicine. Oh, well, they're dying. And, they see things. But no, I don't think that's true in every case. And so you might want to rethink that and maybe join in the paranormal experience. I mean, do what you want, but I'm just saying. It might be interesting. Thank you so much for sharing that one. IT guy, first off, I wanted to say I just recently found your channel, but I absolutely love the content. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you, IT guy. I also thought I might share one of my personal paranormal experiences. I'm from the state of Kentucky, And my dad and a friend of ours and I all enjoy ghost hunting. So we made the decision to go to Frankfort, Kentucky one night and ghost hunt around the grounds of the old state capitol building. And we were using a ghost hunting app to talk to the spirits, and there was no one else around, but out of nowhere, two or three big pieces of concrete landed at our feet as if someone had thrown them. To this day, we still don't know how that happened. Well, I'll tell you what, I am not in favor and of ghost throwing things, okay? You are in the dead zone. You stay in your lane over there. Don't try to get me into the dead zone. Quit throwing pieces of concrete. I don't know. Did they just want to interact? Were they being playful or worse? That's the thing with spirits. You never know. But it is very interesting. I would love to know. Do you record your ghost hunting experiences? Just interesting. I don't think that I would personally go on a ghost hunt. I go on ghost walks and ghost tours. Those I find interesting because I love the history. But I have no interest in really going on a ghost hunt, although it would be interesting for someone else to be doing that and having a live interaction from this channel. I don't want to go. There's a lot of haunted places in Kentucky, though, right? Like Waverly Hills, isn't that in Kentucky? That I would like to tour in the daytime, probably. Anyway, y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Would you go on a ghost tour? Because I think I'm out on that. All right, here's the next one. Okay, this is by Shanti. Shanti? Am I saying that right? I just want to say I love your ghost stories. Thank you. Not sure if you're still taking submission, but here's mine. Absolutely, always taking submissions. Back in 7th or 8th grade, I helped my mom in the school kitchen during Christmas break. There was a daycare running, so we were delivering food to the kids. The school used to be a church and an orphanage, and even during regular school days, the lunchroom always gave me a weird, creepy feeling. Like something was just off. While washing dishes I just brought down from the daycare, I kept glancing towards the open. Really? Really? Please, please, please. I love you, but quit scratching and shaking my table. I kept glancing toward the open lunchroom, feeling uneasy. I just kept on seeing things moving out of the corner of my eye. Then my mom noticed and said, completely serious, "You see it too, don't you?" Later, walking alone down the hallway, I heard footsteps behind me. I turned around, ready to talk to my mom or the other lady working with us, but no one was there. Just the empty, dark hallway. The part that still creeps me out? Wait, that wasn't the part that creeps you out? Okay. Right before we left, I was washing my hands and chatting with my mom when she suddenly said, "Wow, your whistling is getting really good." I froze because I wasn't whistling. And then I heard it, causing me to jump slightly. We left immediately after that, and I never volunteered there again. Sorry if it's a little simple. No, it's not simple. It's great. And I certainly understand why you didn't volunteer there again. I do not blame you. The footsteps and the saying things, the whistling would have definitely done me in. But I did enjoy that story. And why are uh, schools and lunchrooms and stuff, they are some creepy places when they're empty. I'm just saying, I don't know what it is. They're weird though. Thank you for sharing that one. This one is by Lawrence Truehill. Whittier, California, Rose Hills Memorial, 1998. A warm sunny day waiting for friends to finish burial plans in offices. I walked around Gate 1, built in 1917. A security guard asked me to go to the lake area and visit instead. Like, why? Why did he do that? He was parked in front of a brick urn building, and I was curious, and I entered. Darkness inside and no sunlight through the windows. I felt oppressed like a crowded subway, a sense of panic, anger, fear, worry. sadness surroundings. I tried to walk to the other side exit door. My steps seemed to take longer, like baby first steps. I prayed, Jesus, please help me, and pushed harder to get away. I reached the door and went outside, meeting the security guard. I asked him if a priest or a medium ever experienced paranormal activity there. He would not answer me. I never went back and told no one. Wow, I think that is so crazy because why did he want you over there and then he wouldn't answer your question? Like, he had to know there was a creepy feeling there. Okay, and I'm imagining when you're saying, like, baby steps, kinda like when you have a nightmare and your legs you can't run because your legs are all like wet noodles, or you're trudging through, it feels like mud and your legs won't work. I kind of think that's what you mean, and those are really scary and annoying dreams. But yeah, I think he knew. Like, why else? That's weird. But I will say this, if it was built in 1917, think about what happened in 1918. It was the Spanish flu epidemic, right? The first pandemic that a lot of people passed away and children passed away. So I imagine there were probably a lot of victims of the Spanish influenza in that cemetery, and maybe that is why it feels like a crowded subway, like everybody just shoo, coming in at once. I don't know. Um, it's just a thought. But thank you for sharing that experience with us. Now we have Susan Ashby, who said that she almost lost her life having an insulin pump because it went so low, it was in the 30s. Now, I understand exactly what you're saying as a nurse. And yes, that is very dangerous. And she said, then I heard my stepdad, who's been passed since 2007. I was so thankful for his spirit that day. It's been about 2 or 3 months. Wow. So you were probably like going into like a fatally low deficit, yeah, there. And wow, the fact that he has been passed away since 2007, I would definitely say he is around you, or it's an angel mimicking him, anything to get your attention, which that certainly would, right? Wow. Somebody is looking after you for sure. Thank you for sharing that story. Now, we've talked about a lot of things that go missing and come back, and craziness that ghosts do. Now, this is by Namaste. My sister lived in an apartment where bananas would disappear. Also, her boyfriend's glasses would go missing and reappear months later right in front of him. Look, I believe you because y'all have heard me tell stories here about food going missing, glasses. Yes, disappeared right in front of me. Only it wasn't months later; it was probably about 15 minutes later that they appeared right back where they should have been the whole time. Yeah, I wonder what happened in that apartment. Sounds like somebody's got a trickster. Now, Katie Frankie 6 says that I've had that experience of a building changing my mood. I was a missionary in Brooklyn, New York, and the first home I lived in filled me with darkness. It was a creepy old split family home in an otherwise quiet part of the city. When I lived there, I was filled with despair. I would have thought it was just me feeling scared and homesick, trying to settle into my mission, but other people felt something was wrong there, enough to comment on it. Yeah, when other people are saying it, yeah, something's going on. One woman said the place needed to be blessed right away. She didn't want to linger there any longer than she had to. Another missionary who lived there said she saw something evil there but refused to elaborate on it. Oh, no, no, no. Now, if you're going to see something in my house, you better be prepared to describe it to me. Oh, yeah. My missionary partner found a mirror with the words Satan's kiss etched in it. Oh, that's weird. What is that on a mirror? What does that even mean? After 3 months, I moved to an apartment in Queens that had a mouse problem and a pervy janitor maintaining the place. Oh my God, bless your heart. But I had to laugh at how much lighter it felt. It was an instant change. If I never go back to Brooklyn, New York, it'll be due soon. Oh, well, now I've driven through Brooklyn. I liked Brooklyn, of course, the place. Wow. It sounds like you were in a really kind of cursed or possessed building. If mice and pervy janitors aren't enough to discourage you, then I can say you really did have a problem in your first apartment. Yeah, I absolutely know what you're saying about buildings and stuff changing your mood. See, that's what I was talking about. We talked about this a few videos ago. And yeah, it absolutely can change the whole atmosphere. So maybe be careful before you rent or house or an apartment. Try to go in and get the vibe, you know? And don't just put it off and say, "Oh, well, it felt weird or it felt dark because it was a rainy day." I would say go back on a sunny day and make sure it feels okay, Because once you're in that lease, sweetheart, it's hard to get out of it. Although most leases should have a ghost clause. I'm just saying, but they don't. Okay. Well, I think we're going to end up here because, frankly, I'm tired. I've got a lot more stories for you, and please keep sending them in. I've got some more letters to share with you. And also, I am looking for cryptid stories if you have ever experienced something like that. And the last thing, if you are interested in the Lizzie Borden crime case, here is a shameless plug because I am so happy about, I guess, just all the work I put into my book. If you have ever wondered about the Lizzie Borden case, I have got just insane new evidence that has always been in the files. And I did write a book about it. I talk about it. I mean, I'm doing a series on my other channel. If you are not familiar with my other channel, it is Silky Southern Tea. You can go over there and see my Lizzie Borden series. That is the only thing I'm working on at the moment. And I think it is mind blowing. Definitely, I went out on a limb, although I think it is a very sturdy limb. Lizzie Borden is innocent, and I can prove it. So, if you're interested at all, check that out on my other channel. In the meantime, stay safe out there. Enjoy the summer. Don't get too much sunburn. It's hot. Be careful. But whatever you do, just stay spooky. Bye bye.